6:53, time to get you ready to take on your Monday here in the Morning Sprint. Breaking news, level 3 evacuations have been reinstated for the Hazard Hill fire north of Wandermere. That means people who live in the area of Hazard to Austin Road and Woolward to Ballard Road need to leave now. Animal shelters are available at the Interstate Fairgrounds. Level 2 evacuations are in place in North Spokane County as well for the Hardesty Valley fire, which is started near Valley Road in the Elk area around 5 o'clock yesterday evening. Now, the Brunner fire that caused thousands to evacuate Silverwood Theme Park on Friday is now 90% contained. All restrictions for people living in the area have been removed, but barriers will remain in place while firefighters continue to work. And north of Welpinit, we're keeping an eye on the Sherwood fire. At last check, it had grown to about 700 acres or a little more than 1 square mile. It's only 20% contained. You can keep up with all of our fire coverage on our website at KXLY.com.
All right, good morning, everyone. Our First Alert Weather, and that First Alert Weather app is available to you in the App Store. It's got a lot of cool stuff, hourly temperatures as well. We're tracking monsoonal moisture coming into the area, and it looks like it's really going to be for tomorrow and tomorrow afternoon. Would help raise the humidity level, so that's what we're going to be keeping an eye out and hoping for. 95 for today, and then as we look at tomorrow's highs, well, we're going to be at 94 with temperatures in the mid-90s for the central part. Not a lot of change there.
In back-to-school coverage, coronavirus still a major concern, and parents are looking for guidance. Here's what we know about mask requirements in schools in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. The Washington Department of Health says all school personnel, volunteers, visitors, and students must wear face coverings or an acceptable alternative when inside at school, regardless of vaccination status. We reached out to Spokane Public Schools. Its spokesperson said it didn't have an answer for their plan just yet. In Coeur d'Alene, there will be no mask required for anyone. The district will only require a quarantine period when an individual has tested positive for COVID-19. And with schools getting ready to welcome students back in just a matter of weeks, school cafeterias are dealing with worldwide supply chain issues, some being forced to cut menu choices as suppliers struggle to keep up. Even lunch trays are running short as manufacturers focus on restaurants rather than schools. More American workers unplugging during summer vacations. The Wall Street Journal says time off requests are up more than 16% compared to last year, and lots of workers are taking the extra step of checking phones and email less often. Gas prices are on the way up again. You've no doubt taken notice of this. The Lundberg survey says the average price for a gallon of regular is up 2 cents over the last 2 weeks at $3.22 a gallon. That's almost $1 higher than this time last year. Spokane County's average prices are $3.58 a gallon, while Kootenai County residents can expect to pay around $3.40 a gallon. New laws went into effect this weekend, changing how police officers in Washington can respond in emergency situations. Regardless of how they feel about it, local officers had already been training for this change. 4 News Now first showed you their training last week. To watch our story on the training officers underwent to adjust to these new laws, you can go to KXLY.com. 1 person is dead and 2 others were sent to the hospital after a shooting at a Spokane Valley bar Saturday morning. The Spokane County Sheriff's Office has charged Alexandro Aguilar with first-degree murder, attempted murder, and 2 counts of assault. The second suspect, Anthony Bonds, has been charged with second-degree assault. Police believe that shooting started because of an argument in Ichabod's Tavern. Pope Francis says the Olympic Games are a sign of hope in the time of the pandemic. The Pope blessed the organizers, athletes, and those involved in the 2020 Tokyo Olympics during his Sunday blessing, saying these games are a sign of hope and a sign of universal brotherhood in the name of healthy competition. At those games in Tokyo, the U.S. is tied with Japan for the lead in gold medals and is neck and neck with China in the overall medal count as we stand right now. All right, we'll get a final check of your weather with Mark Peterson coming up right after the break. Don't go away.